Hey friends, thanks for joining me today and I hope you are well. It's 1:45 in the morning on the 1st of April, and before I do my budget, I want to find out what rollover I have in the bank. I think the best way to do it is check in on what my expenses are, and I kind of want to film this. Yeah, my name is, for those of you who are new here, my name is Chrissy. I am 39 years old. I live in London and I moved from Canada, from the Midlands. I lived in the Midlands for like 15 years and I'm here to chase the dream. In that chase, I've accrued quite a bit of money. I've accrued £9,000 worth of credit card debt, and this is my journey to paying that off completely. And part of that comes with watching what your money is. So I'm just gonna zoom you in, and there you go, and we'll go through my expenses. So on the last check-in, I checked in on the 15th where I got way too confident and I bought tickets to a concert. So I'm starting from there. On the 16th of March, that's when my mortgage comes out for my investment flat. So 334.91. I did a personal spend of £9.38 for some groceries, and I reviewed how much I actually spent on my sister's visit here in London, and I had some left over from the cash pot. I brought that back to my credit card, my PayPal account, because I did spend money on some musical tickets there. So £50.95 extra payment. Friday the 17th, I got paid £84 from a side hustle, and I made an extra payment for HSBC 281.76. I budgeted £200 initially, but I saw how much interest I paid, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take the overages from my weekly allowance and throw it in there. Same thing with Virgin, 172.58. That's what I budgeted for in the beginning of the month. On the 18th of March, I spent 11.74. This was for a pack of cigarettes. They're getting so expensive nowadays. I'm gonna have to review my consumption there, but that is another story. Anyway, moving on. Sunday, no spend. I spent £20 for tithe, and that was budgeted as well. Church is important to me, and because I work so much, I end up missing mass. So that is my way of just still being part of the community there. Anyway, moving on to the 20th. That's a payment heavy day, I feel. So I paid for broadband $29.99. That's gonna increase next month, which is a little bit annoying. And my minimum payments for my credit cards came out. So 2106 for PayPal was taken out, and HSBC 88.29. I did a personal spend of 18.15. This is groceries, by the way. Only because I had friends coming over to, I guess, visit and also see my new place. Like, these are friends from Vancouver who also live in London, and they're just so happy for me. So I'm happy to have them over. So the following day, that's exactly what happened. I had some friends over at my house, and I didn't have time to cook the ingredients that I bought, which is, so um it's just poor planning, really. Yeah. I ended up buying a takeaway as well. I ate the groceries, guys, no problem. I also had my mobile phone payment come out, £18, and my gym membership came out as well. So the following day, on Wednesday, the 22nd, I posted a lot of things because as I was cleaning, I thought, look, I have a lot of people's stuff. I had Christmas presents that I haven't like sent out, and I have accrued a ton of coffee beans for my friend who benefits from I guess a work incentive where you do as many steps as you can for points. And what happens if you earn enough points, you get a free coffee from Cafe Nero. The only thing is with Cafe Nero is they're quite generous. The scheme is quite generous. So I can choose beans instead of a coffee drink there. So that's what we've been doing. We've been accruing beans, and I have a coffee machine at home. So I sent her 12 bags of coffee beans, and she paid me 9.35 um, as a for the postage. PayPal came out. I thought I needed to make an extra payment and on PayPal, so 27.99. I really wanted to hit that 100 pound mark, but it didn't end up doing that because I spent money on flowers anyway. So somebody asked me why I use my credit card for flowers, and the truth is it's out of habit. This is if something is unbudgeted, I don't want to look into my bank account and feel like I've missed out on anything. It's me saying, "Oh, I think I might need that money, in the end of the month," and I just get too scared. So I ended up using my credit card, which I shouldn't have, but hey ho, that's live and learn. Anyway, my car, I changed my address on my car registration, and because I had to change that with insurance as well, I the car insurance increased for 74 pounds and 1 pence. I can't speak today, guys. It's really late. Anyway, yeah, the increase kind of shocked me a bit because I only have a couple more months left until the renewal. But again, I parked in a gated community beforehand, and I understand that my new place now requires me to park on a public road. So I understand why the increase is there. So hey ho, I hope my car insurance is not gonna kill me next year. Anyway, I did a personal spend of 19.15. 10.60 of that was from cigarettes. The rest is from groceries. On the 23rd, I had a minimum payment for Virgin credit card, 6103, but I did not do a personal spend. The following day, I got paid from a side hustle, 84 pounds again. No spend there and no spend there on Saturday. So again, I spent a lot of money on groceries, and I just didn't need anything else. So that now I'm starting to think, hey, maybe what I should actually do is actually bulk buy and plan my meals accordingly, which I think I might have to do a Costco budget. Or a Costco trip and make a budget for Costco so I can purchase and meal plan accordingly. Sunday was the end of the week, and I ran out of a few things, so I spent £5.34 just to top up some vegetables in my cabinet. And then on Monday, oh guys, I want to tell you what happened on Monday. It was a nightmare of a day. So on Monday, I had the best intentions to meal prep, okay? I spent about, let's have a look here. I spent nearly 30 quid on groceries, okay? And that's a lot for a single person. So I spent quite a lot of money. I went to the gym, and after the gym, I went to grocery shopping at Little, and I realized as I was walking home from the car with tons of bags of shopping, I realized that I don't have the key to the front door of the building, so the heavier door on the external bit. So I was just like, oh dear, I don't know anybody, I don't know my neighbors, nobody else has my key, so what the hell do I do? So I just thought, I just called a locksmith. So the locksmith didn't turn up till 11 o'clock. And because it's past an evening rate, they were going to charge me 130 pounds call out, and then they'd have to drill the door down because, whilst they said that they can pick the lock, it's that kind of door where they can't do it. So they have to like drill the lock, replace it, and then I have to purchase keys for everybody. So I was just like, that is way too expensive. I'm not going to do that. Sorry about that. I'd rather, I don't know, I'm going to find another way, but definitely I'm not spending 300 pounds that day. So I basically canceled. So he's like, oh, you still owe me for the call out fee. It's 130 pounds. I was like, no, no can do, sir. I wasn't quoted that. And what had actually happened is he just charged me for a cancellation fee because I was gonna literally walk away. We were in a situation where he didn't have my address. Well, he did have my address. He showed up at my house, but he didn't have any personal details of mine. And I was at a stage where I'm like, I'm not going to get ripped off here. So I I was really inclined to walk away and leave the shopping and just, not pay the 130 pounds. But yeah, so what had happened is I went to the pub that I side hustle in. I went there, rested there, made a few calls, and eventually I stayed at my coworker's house and couch surfed there. And I bought us a takeaway just because I'm so grateful for using her fridge and whatever. So I did a 56 pounds and 45p on my personal spend that day, including the locksmith. So that's literally 106 pounds 45, but that would have ate up my 100-pound allowance for the rest of the week. So the rest of the week was super, super tight. Anyway, moving on, I got paid from another side hustle there, 72.86, and I was out of cigarettes, so I bought 2 boxes, 21.30 there. Personal spend here on the 29th, 10 pound 55, and this is for just snacks and stuff. I was feeling away this week because of all that's happened. Actually, I lied. I lied. Wednesday was the day I went to work. So I believe 8 pounds 70 was, or seven, yeah, about 8 pounds of that went to trains, and I had 2 croissants for breakfast. Moving on, the yesterday I didn't spend anything, but I did receive money from my tenants, 850 pounds. The next day, which is yesterday, a few hours ago, I got paid from a side hustle, and I did a personal spend of 3 pounds 75. This is for a milk and a jar of pesto, just to top up my cupboard stuff. And last month I sold my sofa from my old place, and the framework was needed repairing. So I felt really bad because it could have been my fault, or like when you view something, it should have been sold as seen. And if you buy something, it's always buyers beware for buying a used product. And I just felt bad because I told her it was a gorgeous couch made from made.com, so very reputable company. Too bad they went into administration now. But yeah, it's a high end, it's a high end furniture maker, and I bought that, brand new for that 1 year, for that flat that I used to live in, to stay in for a couple of years, but it just couldn't fit in through the stairs in my apartment. So I have a feeling that there was some sort of damage when the movers were trying to get it through the stairwell there. So it could have been my fault. It could have not been. But anyway, we worked it all out. I sent her 32 pound 10 for the materials to pay for the repair. So that was unbudgeted, so but that will come out of my variables, because you will see here that I actually did very well. So let me just put that down. So at the same time, I'm closing down March's expenses. So I'm just gonna go into here where you see how I set up April already. Okay, so this is what my March budget looked like, and it was going really well. I brought in 4,406 pounds and 78 pence. Big part of that was obviously my income and the return of the deposit that came in this week. So everything's normal except for I over budgeted on water. We had to sort that out, and the direct debit doesn't actually start in April. So I spent nothing, so that was a credit to my month. Gas and electric, I budgeted 90 pounds, but I sent in another meter read, and with all the accrued credit into this meter because of the government scheme, I still have quite a hefty amount in there, so that came in really handy. So I just put in 60 pounds. They recommended 60 pounds for direct debit based on my usage. So I'm just going to go with that. So I have a credit there of 30 pounds. Etika was a fall, I guess a shortfall. I mean, I didn't do enough points to earn the full credit, but you know, out of 10 pounds a month and I only had to pay 2, that's still kind of a discount to me. Moving on, for my variable expenses, I underspent on many categories. So house, I went to Primark and I underspent there. Gas, I didn't travel as much as I thought I would. I thought I would take my little sister out to like the countryside or whatever, but it was raining and snowing, and you know, we stayed in. We stayed in for the days that we were meant to go outside. So that was, you know, benefit to me. I have an extra 45 pounds there. I tithe just spot on. And the first, actually in all of the weeks, I underspent. So I kind of got confident on week 2 where I spent the overage on week 1 and week 2 onto extra payments for my HSBC card. I kind of like that. I think I might do that next month, depending. But what had happened is the car insurance came in and I had to pay an extra fee for the change of address and the change of my circumstances, because now my car is going to be parked on a public road. So 7401 was unbudgeted and I thought I could make that up there. I think I did. I think I actually did. But today was a little bit of a curveball because now I owe the lady that bought my sofa. Well, I gave her some extra money, £32.10 for the materials. But overall, I underspent. So in my variable category, it's £106 and 47p that I have extra to roll over. So fun times, fun times. Okay, anyway, my investment flat here, it's just spot on. Nothing different there. With my savings, I had to use 50 pounds from my emergency fund because, you know, it was kind of an emergency. Let's just face it. Debt repayment, I made a video about it before where I just kind of killed it. I feel like I did really well. £771, 47. So that I spent an extra, I overpaid £28.51, £28.51 more than what I thought I would originally. So even though I didn't put as much money into PayPal, I still overspent. I still made overpayments. Is that the way? Okay, I'll call it overpayments. I overpaid on HSBC and Virgin, so I'm happy about that. So all in all, don't look at that. That's so wrong. So I'm just going to calculate what I'm going to roll over here. So 58.45 is what I underspent in fixed. 106.47 is what I underspent in variable. 28.51. Nope, let's not count that. Did I do it? No, I didn't. 58.45 plus 106.47 plus, what else should I add? Not savings, because that's money in a different pot. Oh yeah, the refunds. So this is extra money from the refunds I had. 121.19 is from the refunds that I had. So I should roll over £286 and 11p. So I'm gonna write that down here. Am I in frame? Oh my god, I hope I've been in frame all this time, guys. I hate it when that happens, don't you? Anyway, let me just see if that is correct. Fixed, variables, debt repayment. I should count that debt repayment. I should. No, I shouldn't, because I've paid it out, so it's not in my account. Hello. So I'm going to roll over 286 pounds and 11p. So I'm going to put that down here, 286.11. Fantastic. So my next, so overall, I feel like I did good. So I've closed out March. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do another video on my April budget with me in another day. So I really feel like I need to sleep now. So thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. Have a wonderful 1st of April, and it's almost the end of Lent. So those of you who are, you know, fasting or yeah, or fasting over the Lent period, or going through Ramadan, you know, we're for Lent, we're at the tail end of it. For Ramadan, you know, it's you're in the middle of it, so you're pushing through it. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying now, so I should go. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.